Hello viewers, and welcome to my YouTube channel. In this episode today, I'll be telling you what is the difference between the NSE, Nigerian Student Express, and the conventional, the normal student permit process for Nigerian applicants, because I've gotten so many questions in this regard. People asking me, I got this mail from IRCC telling me that they want to process my application through the NSE and they are requesting for this information. So in this video, I'll be telling you what is the major difference between processing your app study permit application through the conventional, normal way of process or using the Nigerian Student Express. So you want to hang on tight, stay tuned. I'll be dissecting that information for you today. Alright viewers, so welcome back to my YouTube channel. I still remain my humble self, MC Bernardino. This is Canada Reality, where I dish out content for those that are in Canada and those that are intending on migrating to Canada. So if peradventure you stumble on this channel for the first time, please take some few moments, subscribe to this YouTube channel. There's a notification bell beside it, click on it so that anytime I drop a video, you'll be among the first to get it. And for as many of you that have been coming on this channel, you haven't subscribed to this channel, please, it doesn't cost you anything. One of the ways you can actually acknowledge and support on this channel is to hit the subscription button, turn on the notification, and also hit the likes button. And also by gesture, you can also share this video with whoever you feel will benefit from it on your social media handles. Thank you very much for doing that. God bless. Right, I'll be starting today's video with a basic background of what is NSE. I've done a previous video on this in the past, so you might want to check my playlist for it, but I'll still give you a kind of a background information so that you get to know what NSE is all about. NSE, like I said earlier on, stands for Nigerian Student Express. It was a new initiative that was introduced by IRCC in January this year when they went to Nigeria to conduct a seminar. So they said it will be launched later in the year, and I can make bold to tell you that based on the feedback that I get from my viewers or my subscribers that have applied for study permit in the last few weeks, now the IRCC is now getting back to Nigerian applicants that they qualify. The application for study permit qualifies for NSE, and they make requests for some documents which I'll be telling you in this video today. So now let me try to do the comparison between the NSE and the conventional ways through which study permit was being processed in the past. So let me start with timeline. So when I say timeline, for the normal study permit, I mean in the past, study permits, even now when you go to IRCC website, study permits for Nigerian applicants takes a minimum of 31 weeks. That's what you will see online. 31 weeks, that is what you will see online. And 31 weeks is going into, like, if I'm not mistaken, that will be going to like 6 or 7 months for your application to be processed because of this COVID-19 and the backlog. So, but with the NSC, the timeline for it is 20 business days. Within 20 business days, your study permit application will be processed and you will get a feedback. So that is the major significant difference between the NSC and the conventional study permit process for Nigerian applicants. So the NSE process was actually introduced to try to reduce the time of processing study permit application for Nigerians. And the NSE was introduced by IRCC just to, in similar fashion like the SDS. The SDS was introduced by IRCC to process application of Middle East applicants, Chinese, and the rest of them like that. That was introduced, and that was why they felt that they should introduce NSE also for Nigerian applicants, because they know they get a lot of applications from Nigeria, and that was why NSE, Nigerian Student Express, was introduced. Another major difference between the NSC and the normal way through which study permit application are being processed for Nigeria is the proof of fund. You know, conventionally for the proof of fund, like in my case when it was my time, I wasn't told how much I need to be in that needs to be in my account. Nobody actually told me, but I actually knew that I need to put enough proof of fund. But with the NSC, Nigerian Student Express, you need to put, the rule is that you need to have a minimum of 30,000 Canadian dollars equivalent in your Nigerian bank account. You need a MyBank account. So it's not just any account. You need to go to your bank, GT, Zenith, whatever bank you're using in Nigeria. You need a MyBank account, and you need to show a equivalent of 30,000 Canadian dollars in your MyBank account. So you have to just walk to your bank, talk to your banker, and let them get you that My Bank certificate. So you can walk up to them. You can even download it online for some banks that can do it. I know GT does that. If your bank don't do online, you can just simply go and get the hard copy and scan it and upload it online. So you need to show a minimum of 30,000 Canadian dollars equivalent in your My Bank account for the last 6 months. And also you need to show your bank history for the last 1 year. So that is the quite big difference between the conventional study permit process and the NSC that was really recently introduced for Nigerian applicants. Another very huge significant difference is English test requirement. In the past, study permits are being processed without English. IRCC would never request that you submit English test, but with this NSC, you are required to submit your English test, IELTS or French, whatever you did. You need to submit as a Nigerian applicant. You need to submit your English test, and the band requirement is a minimum of band 6. Okay, in the past, nobody will even ask you. Even some schools, when they're applying for study admission, if your previous study was done in English, they won't require you to submit your English test. But with this NSC, one of the major requirements is that you need to do IELTS and you need to score a band of minimum of band 6. That is another major significant difference between the NSC and the previous process in platform through which study permits are being processed for Nigerian applicants. In addition to this, let me tell you another major difference between the NSC and the previous conventional way through which study permits are being processed for Nigeria is that for the NSC, you have to do your medical ahead of time. Before, in the past, like when I did my own through the old system, I had to, so the IRCC told me when I was supposed to go for my medical exam. So, but with this one, you have to submit your medical examination ahead of time. So you have to get your medical done in some of the accredited hospitals in Nigeria. So that is another major difference that's different from the old ways. I mean, I want to call it old ways that study permits have been processed for Nigerian. So that is another major difference. You have to do your medical, submit your medical ahead of time as compared to the previous ways. So in addition to this, other requirement for you to qualify for the NSC is that you have to be a Nigerian citizen. You need to have a acceptance letter from a designated learning institution in Canada. You need to be a Nigerian citizen, and you need to have an acceptance letter from a designated learning institution in Canada. That means that you must apply to a school, a designated learning institution in Canada as a undergraduate, master's, PhD, postgraduate, whatever you want to apply for. Get your letter of acceptance from the school before you can apply for NSC. All right, so now let me now take you to some of the mails that I got from my viewers, my subscribers that shared the feedback they got from IRCC after submitting their study permit application. All right, so here's the first email I got from one of my subscribers. This is in reference to your application for a study permit. In reviewing your application, it was noted that you may be eligible for Nigerian Student Express. To get faster processing your supply, you must supply the following documents: proof of financial support, a MyBankStatement certificate showing sufficient fund for your studies for at least 6 months and 12 months of banking history. This certificate can be obtained at the website. This must be received at the office by 25th of December 2020, and this letter was dated November 25. That's 1 month from the date of the letter. And the second point is proof of IELTS test results. You must submit a proof of your international English language test, submit a language test result, and show a score of 6.0 or higher in each skills: reading, writing, speaking, and listening on the International English Language Testing System, IELTS. This must be received at the office 2020-12 of 25. That's still 1 month from the date of the letter. So please note, all documents must be in either English or French. Any document not in English or French must be accompanied by a certified translation. To provide the requested document from the application details page, click the View Submitted Application button at the bottom so that information. So let me go to the last one, the next paragraph. We will resume the processing of your application upon receipt of your required documents or information. Should we not receive the above document or information within 30 days of the date of this letter, we assume that your wish should be processed through the regular channel and your file will be continued being processed accordingly. So now let me quickly jump to the second letter I got from also one of my, which is also similar, so I don't want to go through it. And the 2 points they gave was that the person needs to submit IELTS results and also proof of finance. And the timeline they gave, the letter was dated November 30, and the timeline they gave is also 1 month, which is December 30. So, and it's also written there that if you do not submit the required documents, your application will be processed through the conventional way. So what am I trying to say in essence is this. So any Nigerians that submit study visa application now, if they look at it and they see that you qualify, they send you an email automatically telling you that you qualify for NSC and you need to submit your English results, and also you need to submit your proof of fund, my bank statement, which you can get from a bank. So most of my subscribers, when they go back to me, they said they have a timeline of 1 month. People, I mean, within the 1 month, you can't schedule for IELTS. If you haven't done one, you can't schedule for one and get your result within 1 month. So they might not be able to meet up. And another major challenge is that for the proof of fund, you might not be able to meet up with the 6-month my bank statement for the last 6 months and bank history of the last 12 months. So that is a major obstacle. But in the letter, they also wrote there that if you can't meet up with this deadline, your application will be processed through the conventional, the old ways. So that means that your application might be delayed for 31 weeks as written online. That means you can't get your application processed within 21 days. That is the major difference. So what I advised them when they sought for my advice was that if you know you can't provide it, simply just send them a letter, or if you can't even send them a letter, once the 30 days is complete and they don't receive this, they will process your application through the conventional way. And the problem is that your application will be delayed because they've got backlog and stuff like that. Alright viewers, I hope you actually understood the video that I brought for you today. This was based on popular demand. People really want to know what is the difference between the NSC and the conventional ways through which applications have been, study permit applications are processed for Nigeria. That was why I brought this video. I showed you that the major difference is in the proof of fund. Another difference is that language requirements. That is another big difference between the old system and the new system. Some other things you need to know, that you need to be a Nigerian. You need to be applying to, you must have gotten a letter of acceptance from a designated learning institution, and you should be studying for your undergraduate, your master's, your PhD, postgraduate, for you to qualify for the Nigerian Student Express. Alright viewers, do you still have any question? Maybe I've not been able to answer your question, or you have further question you need to ask me, please feel free to drop it in the comment section down below. Or have you submitted your application like my viewers that share their information with me, and also you've also gotten the same letter from them? Let me know in the comment section. Or you want to discuss anything with me, you want me to make a video to talk about something, please let me know in the comment section. And also, do you enjoy this video? Please don't hesitate to hit on the likes button, share the video with whoever you think will benefit from it. Alright, till I come back to you, please don't forget to subscribe to this YouTube channel and endeavor to turn on the notification so that anytime I drop a video, you'll be among the first to get it. Till I come back to you on this platform again, please stay safe and be nice.